The number one way that an energy vampire is able to absorb your energy, steal your goddamn energy, steal your motherfucking abundance, rob you of your joy, insert bullshit into your life is through sex. That's the number one motherfucking way. Okay? All right? The root of you, the bottom half of you, and all its parts and pieces is based upon your foundation. It's based upon your stability. It's based upon your strength. If you allow a person that is of a low level, of a low vibration, a loser, loses in everything, has nothing to offer, has no drive, no ambition, nothing to give to you except bullshit into that sacred space, that is the number one way that they can steal your energy. Why do you think the oldest profession is prostitution? Now, I'm not saying I'm a saint, because God knows I am not. But the number one profession is prostitution. And when people do that shit, they are of some of the lowest of the low. Don't you understand? Money isn't the currency that we think it is, that we give it so much power to. No, you are the currency. I am the currency. The currency, the abundance and riches dwells on the inside of us, not on the outside. Who we are on the inside attracts what comes on the outside, good or bad. When we are in a spiritual warfare, okay, which is what a lot of those who are on the decent side of life are. I didn't say perfect. I didn't say better than anybody else, but your decisions make you better than whomever else is not making those decisions, and your results show up as such. The way that the spirits play with you is, if they can't play in your face and your asshole, they try to bait you into bullshit. If they have any inkling of what you do, where you live, what you drive, who you're around, who your children are, who your family is, who your current relationship is, or used to be, they will throw rocks and hide their hands. They will try to bait you and bullshit in those ways. They will use those things against you if they have that information. Okay? Why do you think so many people have the same story who are dealing with a bunch of spiritual warfare? Okay? It's because it's the same type of spirits, okay, in different bodies, okay? It's the same kind of, you know how they say great minds think alike? Well, so do weak minds. So do low level minds. So do demonic type of minds that vibe on the same goddamn frequency. Okay? Same thing. And they steal your energy by having information that they use against you, that they know you're going to react to instead of respond. Because let's keep it real. Yes, you can quit a damn job. Yes, you can get another job. But if you're not prepared to do that, you could run into a situation that sets your ass up to be fucking homeless by your emotions being rattled out of the position in which you hold. And energy vampires and spiritual warfare look to steal your energy in those types of ways. So for instance, you may have a boss. You come in early, you leave late, you cover shifts for other people, you do the best job that you can. You done handle 150 people today, and instead of saying thank you, they say more. Next thing you know, they want to swap your off days because they got something to do. And so you were supposed to be off on Tuesday. Now they say, well, I'll give you Thursday and Friday back to back if you come in for me on Tuesday. That's an energy vampire if and when you tell them no, bottom line, okay? And they want to crunch up their face or ask you 21 questions about personal shit in your life that's going on as to why you can't cover for they sorry ass. That's a thief of energy, because now you're feeling some type of way. Now you feel like if I continue to stand on my business of no without any explanation, they could be retaliation. Now you're thinking, second guessing yourself, questioning the worth of everything that you've built up in life just because you have to tell this motherfucker no, deserve to tell this motherfucker no. It's your goddamn Tuesday, okay? And here you are explaining why your no means fucking no. That is a form of theft of energy. That is what they call playing over your top. That is how this shit fucking works. Because now when you go back to work, it's going to be uncomfortable. Motherfuckers may put more on your plate now. People may not invite you to the potlucks or the Christmas dinners or tell you about the bonuses that are going on. Motherfucker may try to work you to death for their bonus, because let's keep it real. It be the upper heads getting all the goddamn money off of your work. Now you feel like they may try to write you up for every little thing or chastise you for every little thing. Now you're in fight or flight mode. Now your systems are deregulated. And now you're having stress, heart palpitations, overthinking. You can't sleep. You got to get up and go to work the next day. You got to take care of your home life. You got to start looking for another job, and you may have even liked the job in the position that you were in. That is a form of energy stealing, okay? Then when you're trying to sleep and the motherfuckers try to creep in your energy field, because when you are asleep, you are the most vulnerable. That's why predators like to attack you when you're fucking asleep, okay? Because you're not on guard, you're not watchful. Okay, you're unaware. In fact, you're not even here on this earthly plane if you're sleeping fucking good. That is a form of theft. See, a lot of people like to attach hoobly jubilee shit with what is actual witchcraft, okay, which is actual spiritual warfare. Everybody is not in the goddamn kitchen cooking in cauldrons, saying chants and incantations and spells and sewing up the tongues of cows and doing all kind of bullshit. Everybody's not doing that. Some people could know that you have had a stressful week. They calling you all times and nights, begging you for shit, okay? They know that you got to get up early. They in there banging pots and pans and goddamn turning on all these lights or playing music at 2, 3 in the morning, knowing you got to get up and go to sleep. That is get up and go to work or do what the fuck you got to do. That's a form of stealing your energy as well. Stick around for part 2.